TRNX here with Day Trading the Chart. It is Monday, July 22nd, 2019. About to get started trading here. The market's going to open up in about 10 minutes. And we've got TRNX here gapping way up. It was closed at like 32.50 and I've seen it up to above 60. I've seen it up to 61. So that's a 100% gap, and we're very close to it. And so this thing is really gapping way up. Caught it on the high flyers. It's got news out. It executes a $165 million contract. So it's a pretty big deal for such a small little stock, and could see some real action on it today. It's already got 17 million volume, 17.8 million volume for a, yeah, well, I mean, it is okay. It's only a 32-cent stock, and now it's a 57-cent stock, so the volume has to take, you have to take that into account. But this is pre-market, keep in mind, so it's just getting started. And this stock could have a really big day today, so I plan to go in on it. Although right now I can't short it, but I think there's a good chance that this stock is actually going to go up today. This could go up to $1.50 or something like that. So it could have a big run up today. And so I plan to use my system and profit from it. Simple as that. And that is what I teach, is how to use my system to profit from the market. It's very, very, very simple, very easy. Some people have these complex systems out there, but mine is not. It's very, very simple. And you only use the chart alone. Everything that you see on camera, on video, is what I'm looking at to know what the signal is, long or short. Sounds impossible, sounds, like not, it sounds like it can't be possible, but it actually is not just possible, but it's actually very, very true, and you just use the chart. This is why I call it day trading the chart. Anyway, so I know from past experience that this stock is quite liquid. The only thing that concerns me is I can't short it right now, but as we go along in the day, shares might become shortable. It happened before, it can happen again. So I'm going to look out for that, see if I can go short on it. But otherwise, I'm going to target it for a long somewhere, especially a big trade. Anyway, I will come back. Market's going to open up soon. Okay, we've got a really big one here, SKIS. It's this one right here. It's up $5.75, 112%. It's got news out. Let's go take a look at it. Disclosing entry into material definitive agreement, change in directors. It's got an 8K out. Peak Resorts plus 112% after coming off trading halt. Acquired by Vail Resorts. Okay. Alright. It doesn't really tell us a lot, but this thing is gapping up huge. And I can short it through Interactive Brokers. So I am targeting this stock for a trade. However, my only concern is that it'll go up and go sideways for the rest of the day, which it looks like this stock might do it. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, see how it's just always going sideways, and then all of a sudden it gaps way up. It could also go sideways now. These kinds of stocks do that a lot. But at the same time, it might not. Just depends how it comes out, how it starts trading. But anyway, I am definitely targeting this one for a trade here, SKIS. Okay, market has opened, and I am looking for an entry, both on SKIS and on TRNX here. Also looking for anything that might pop up on the scanners here. I got MU popping up. Okay, MU is number 1 now. Need to go take a look at it. I've got, I'm going to go back and look at it. I'll pull it up on another screen here. What do we got here? AMD, SMYC. It's pulled up right here. We'll put MU up here. Micron Technology. Okay. Right now I do have a short signal on it. On MU, on its gap up. Okay, hang on a second. TRNX. Okay, I've got the order prepared. Do I have a signal? No, do not have a signal yet. Waiting on signal. Okay, I got a signal. Taking it long. Taking TRNX long. Looking at what SKINS, not doing anything at all. Yeah, it looks like one of those sideways stocks. Alright. Okay, I am in TRNX, down pretty good on it. I'm about to take another entry. Order prepared. Looking for a market master long signal. I believe I'm going to get one. When I do, I'm going to take 50 more thousand shares here. Stock is going to go today. 165 million contract. Doesn't come around every day. Gotta know what news is. Taking it now. Gotta know what the news is. And get in when, when it's good and you get the signal. I am getting the signal. I've got 2 market master long signals here. 2 market master long signals. It's going to shoot up. It's going to break this high. I'm not sure how high it will go. We'll see. We'll see what this stock can do. Still haven't seen this thing run yet. But with a $165 million contract out there, oh, it can run. It can run. Now I still don't have a big trade signal on it. So I'm taking a little bit of a gamble here. Because I could wait for the big trade signal to come. Just to be sure. But I don't think I'm going to need to here. This thing is just playing coy, so to speak. It's going to move up today. But I will, get out at a certain point if it goes down to that point. It'll be a big loss though if I do lose. Okay, I now have 160,500 shares long on TRNX. I have market master long signal again. This thing is going to go now. And once it breaks this high, it's going to really take off. So, this is how you make money. This is for a new trader, I wouldn't recommend playing like I'm playing right now. You really have to know what you're doing here. If you don't do it on the right stock at the right time, you could really lose a lot of money. You would want to use big trade. If you wanted to get long on this, or short, which I can't short it, but let's just say you want to go long on it, the best way is to use the big trade with the easy entry. Then you'll get it right the first try. If this thing is going to go long, you'll go long with it. So, anyway, I will let you know when I get a big trade signal and whether it's a long or a short. One of the things that you have to realize is that this stock has news out today, which I showed earlier, that it's got a $165 million contract for a 50-cent stock. That's a pretty big deal. TRNX, $165 million contract, 54-cent stock. Leaving the station. All aboard. I would estimate this thing should pop to at least 80 today. It's gotta be good up to 80 for a $165 million contract, but we'll see. 80's definitely a good percentage up for today. Since it started off at 32 cents, gapped way up to hit 80. And I still don't have any shares short either, so shorting is pretty much out for today, unless some shares come available. But this thing may have a multi-day run here. We'll see. Right now, I am still looking for a big trade signal. I'll be right back. And we now have a confirmed long signal on TRNX here. So we have a big trade long signal using easy entry on TRNX. Now have signal. So if you weren't already in right now, like I am, you would now go long. And depending upon how much TRNX goes up today, depend how much I make, could make a lot of money off of this trade if it were to go up quite a bit, because I'm loaded up with a good amount of shares here, and it's a possibility to make $20,000 from this trade. TRNX, $165 million contract, 55-cent stock, is going to move up. I have a confirmed big trade signal using easy entry for the confirmation. So it is going to move up here. It's just a matter of how much is it going to move up. That is the unknown here. But with a $165 million contract, I could see it easily popping up to 80. It is possible it could run more than that. It could run up to $1, $1.20. It is a possibility. But 80 is a bit more realistic. But it should easily break this high and move higher. You know, where is it going to get stuck at 70? I don't know. Will it shoot up to 80? You know, I think it will. Should at least go to 70. I think it'll hit 80, possibly higher, maybe 90, maybe $1 even. But I'm up $2,600 on it right now. I'm looking at possibly making $10,000 on this trade, up $3,300 now. Looking at maybe making $10,000. It just depends on what it does. If it really shoots up, I'll be able to make about $20,000 on it. I missed a $20,000 trade the other day on, I think it was FARN, Fran, went short on it, 20,000 shares, and it went down $1 from my position. I could have made a $20,000 trade, but I got out from calling the broker and get me out. But for the day that my power went out. But anyway, in a good trade here, should go up. Just a matter of, I mean, it's going to go up. It's just a matter of how much it's going to go up. You say, how do I know it's going to go up? My system tells me. Big trade says it's going to go up. Easy entry says it's going to go up. For a mere $500, you can learn. Well, you can learn either the easy entry or the big trade. So for $1,000, you can learn both of them together, and then learn how to hit these trades very easily. Any trade, I mean any stock that's moving, any stock at all you can hit. Doesn't have to be one of these small stocks. Doesn't have to be a big stock. Just has to be something that's moving. You can hit it going up or down using easy entry and big trade together. UGAZ has got a short entry here on it off of big trade, so UGAZ is going to go down here. I could take that short, but I want to concentrate on this one because I've got a lot of money into this one, and I'm going to make a lot of money from this one trade here. So I really want to pay attention to this one trade. I've now got 4,900 in it, so I could easily do over 10 and could hit 20 today on this one. You also have to think about that I need to get rid of 160,500 shares. So I want to get rid of them while it's going up and not while it's coming down. So, you know, at some point I'm going to get a shot where I'm going to be able to get out for a really good profit. And right when it looks its best is right where I'm going to sell. And take it. Take the profit. You got to learn how to do this timing, okay? If you want to learn how to trade, you need to learn how to do this kind of timing. Like for instance, I can tell you a truism about trading in general that doesn't even pertain to my system. And that is this. When you think it is the absolute best time to buy, that's when you go short. When you think it is the absolute worst time to buy, that is when you buy, as a general rule. That's why most everybody gets faked out, loses money, because they buy at the absolute worst time that they thought was the best time, and then they sell at the absolute best time to buy, and get killed, get slaughtered, come out on the losing end. And a lot of people do that. If you want to learn how to make money, you have to learn how to do the opposite. Do the opposite of what most people are doing. And that's as a general rule how you make money. But as an easier way is just to do my system. Just follow my system. And you don't have to worry about what anybody else is doing or what any news says or anything like that. All you have to worry about is what the chart is telling you. And that's all. Follow it, trade it, use it, profit from it, and do whatever you want to do after that. Okay, I'm only up 3,800 now, but I'm holding this for a big trade. Again, I have a big trade signal on this stock, meaning that it is going to go up today more than what it already has. How would you like to know that? I mean, just think about it for a second. How many traders are there out there right now in the world who are looking at this stock or a similar stock, and they want to know which way it's going to go? They don't know. They don't know if it's going to continue to go higher. They don't know if it's going to go back down. They're not sure. Right? How much do you think it would be worth to them to know that it's going to go higher? You might say, that's impossible. Nobody can know that. Buy my courses and then tell me it's impossible. Because it's not. This thing is going to go higher. And you see me do this day after day. And you're going to see me do it day after day after day after day after day. And you're going to see that I must know something. There must be some sort of a secret I'm using. And believe me, I am, and you want to learn it. And I'm teaching it for only $500 for each one of my courses, and each one of my courses are all standalone. You could make a lot of money from any one of them. Buy one, make a bunch of money from it, then buy another one. Make a bunch of money from it, buy the third one that I've got, and make a bunch of money from it. They all will make you money. You don't need to buy two to make money. Anyway, I'm up 6,300 here on TRNX, looking for a run. $7,200. I'm trying to just think what I think this thing would likely go up to. You gotta remember, it's out of. Let's look at a bigger chart here. We'll choose a 10-minute chart. Zoom out a bit. Alright, let's go back even further. How about we'll go back 1 year. Okay. This thing was all the way up above $2. Something brought it down all the way down to 13 cents. 13 cents down here. And now it's been on a move back up. Came back down to 30 cents where it closed. This was the run it had right here, the top. Came back down here, closed at 32. Now gapped up past its previous, let's see, April it did make a run up to $1. May it ran up to what, 70. Let's just call it right here, 70. This is where it needs to break. Breaks right there, it's on its way to $1. We'll see if it can do it here. So the top is sitting at 70 cents. That's where our top's at. That's where our target is, and we'll see if it wants to break that today. If it does, we can get 80 out of it, 90, maybe $1. We will see. Let's go back. Okay. Currently I'm up 5,300 on it right now. Looking for a run, looking for the top to get broken here. Top is sitting at 59.70. So it needs to break 59.70 to break the top. Looking for a run up to, I would say, 70. And then we'll see if it can break 70, and then if it does, it can go to 80, no problem. So that'll be a very, very big profit for me. Up to about 20,000 or so. Anyway, I'm up 7,000 right now. I'll come back. Okay, it is breaking the top here. By the way, whenever you're sitting in a position, no matter what, no matter if you just got in or you're getting ready to get out, it doesn't matter where you are in the trade. Always have the order ready to get back out again. I set mine at the quantity, right quantity, set it at market. I'm ready to go. I can get back out at any time. Like I said before, you want to get really, really good at being able to exit a trade, whether that be sell if you're long, or buy back if you're short. You want to be able to exit the trade and become a professional at that. A lot of people get into trades all the time and they lose. A lot of people get into trades all the time and take profits, but they could have taken much more. You really want to become really good at cutting your losses short and letting your winners run for what you should be able to get. And sometimes you'll get even more than you thought. But you can't do it unless you are going for it, unless you are using a system to help guide you along. Like for instance, I have a system. Right now I can see, right now I've got multiple market master long signals. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 market master long signals. And so I can tell it's just going to keep going up here. Up 8,500 now. Looking for a run. Because, a lot of people, they would get scared here and they would want to take this profit. They say, okay, I'm just going to take this 8,000 off the table. My system will teach you and show you how to maximize your profits. I now have 10,000, over 10,000, 10,500. My system will show you how to maximize your profits so that you can start really getting what you should be getting instead of messing the trade up. Going for something big when you should have went for something small, going for something small when you should have went for something big, buying when you should have been selling, selling when you should have been buying. My system offers the answer to all those problems. It took me a long time to develop this system and perfect it. A long time, and many hours, many trading for a long time. Trust me, you can't imagine how long. My whole life devoted to this. I've found a secret. I can help all traders in the world learn how to profit from the markets like they never dreamed of before. But you have to listen to what I'm telling you. You have to adopt this philosophy that I've adopted. That you learn. See, I'm not doing anything. I told you a long time ago that this was going to go up, right? Told you I got a big trade signal that's going to go up, right? So what it's doing right now is not anything out of the app, anything that's not normal. But it is having a good run, though. It is having a very good run percentage-wise. It is a good stock, but again, it came out with a $165 million contract. That's why. You don't see these every day. Okay, I'm up 12,800. That's why you see me going with 160,000 shares. Okay, still looking for more. The top is now at 63. We're looking very good here. I might get rid of this at around 70 though. Take the profit because I'm going to be up about 20,000 up there. So I'm going to be up a lot. Okay, do I have a signal? Technically I do. I have a market master short signal right here, but I'm not going to take it because I am in a big trade. The big trade overrides all market master signals going in the opposite direction. Big trade overrides them. You don't want to take market master signals going against big trade. Now you want to take market master signals going with the big trade direction, yes, but not against it. So I'm not even going to bother taking this trade here. It might come down a little bit, it doesn't matter. All I care about is that it's going to go up and break this high again and go higher. That's all I care about. And it will. Because I have a big trade signal that says it will. Now, how much higher, I can't say for sure. It might only go up to 65 and not 70. That could happen. But I will know when to get out. I will get market masters once it starts to make its move, gone a certain amount, then I can start to look for an exit point. But right now, not yet. Anyway, I'll come back. I'm currently up 10,100 on it. I'll be back.